The rain is falling, but we will have baseball for you live on MLB Network. A critical one in store for us here. It's Game 1 between the Hartford Yard Goats and the Portland Sea Dogs. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Tanner Houck, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Digging in now, Ryan Court, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
The third baseman, Ryan Court.
First pitch of the at-bat. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1.
First pitch, 7:05.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. 3-0 now. Miguel Rosales will be next. In there, 3-1. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider. And he lays off ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game.
Batting second, the center fielder.
Now to the plate, Miguel Rosales. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel in that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
From the belt, the pitch. Lays off 1-0. Has a look, now the pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Houck hails from the Prairie State of Illinois. He was a first-round pick back in 2017.
Hey, this guy hasn't reached the big leagues yet, but he's coming. You're going to know his name at some point. He just got a few more developmental things to work on.
Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. Grant Levine will be next. Hit hard on the ground towards second. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. But they will not get it out on the play as he beats the throw to first, and there are 2 on to start the inning now.
The first baseman, Grant Levine.
Standing in now, Grant Levine. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Comes set and the 0-1. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike 2. Court at second. Rosales at first with no outs. Hit in the air down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Is at the knees and called strike 3. Coming to the plate now, Willie Abreu, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch coming, here it is.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
The 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first 2 pitches were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
At the plate now, Brett Boswell. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Two men are on with 2 men out. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
Strike taken up in the zone.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
The 2-2 pitch. Changeup taken for ball 3, well below the zone.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
To first, fielded cleanly, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. Danny Rosenberg, the Dominican left-hander, will get the nod to start here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Stepping up now, Zue Lin. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Zue.
Now here it comes. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Now the 0-1.
That's the ball. I got a ball, 1 strike.
Up in the zone for him, and he takes a called strike 2.
1-2.
Pitch popped up. Levine in foul ground, and no one will get this one. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. It's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. High in the air into shallow left center. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The second baseman, Netzer.
Digging in, Brett Netzer. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. Ripped down the line, but a foul ball, 1-1. The pitch.
That's ball 2.
He pulls this one into right, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Batting third, the first baseman, Josh Ockimey.
To the plate now, Josh Ockimey, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. Runners on first with 1 down. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Surprised the pitcher would even go to the top of the zone looking for a double play in this situation.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. And that's going to be high, 2-2 now. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Into the box now, Brooke Diaz. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The 1-0 home finds the zone, strike 1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Fouled away. One and 2, here it comes. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. An inning in the books, scoreless on MLB Network. New inning set to get underway, and striding forward the designated hitter, Alberto Arias. Here it comes.
Ball inside.
The 1-0 home. Count now a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first, but this will land untouched. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
In now, Justin Conrad, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Matheny is there, 2 down.
Batting in, the catcher, Chris Rabago.
Now at the plate, Chris Rabago. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Stepping up to the plate, Luke Tendler. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Luke Tendler.
Here's the pitch.
1-0.
And a fastball upstairs here that runs it to 2-0. And it holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. The 2-1 is a sharp slider taken low for a ball.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around a leadoff walk.
There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
And he fouls this one off. The 3-2 one more time. He's down low, and he gets the call. Strike 3 looking.
I'll tell you, it's hard to get more of a confidence boost than striking out the best hitters in the lineup back to back to back. He's looking really sharp right now.
Wilson.
So now to the plate, Marcus Wilson. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now. Really tied him up on that one.
Yikes, he kind of looked clueless on that swing right there, Matt. If I'm pitching, I'm going right back to that same pitch.
Lifted into the air to shallow center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting seventh, the catcher, Austin Wright.
Stepping in, Austin Wright will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball one. That's inside. 2-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
And the pitch on 2-1. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
And the payoff pitch. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Stepping into the box, Alan Trejo.
Leading off, the shortstop, Alan Trejo.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Down and away, ball one.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Now the 1-1 pitch. There's a fastball that misses.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you can rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Ryan Court.
Striding in once again, Ryan Court. First offering on its way. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
Third inning, no score to this point. Way outside. 1-2. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. It might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box, Miguel Rosales. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Ball one as the changeup misses well off the inside.
This could be a huge win for the guy on the mound if he's able to get out of this inning 1, 2, 3 and start fresh next inning with the middle of the order.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. He pulls this one into right. Matheny is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Stepping into the box, Tate Matheny. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
The right fielder.
Now the pitch.
Matheny.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Lifted in the air to center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Batting ninth, the third baseman, DJ Burt.
Now at the plate, DJ Burt, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Pitch on the way. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball, that count.
Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Fouled away. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
At the plate, Zue Lin. And he lays off there, 1-0. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. The 1-0. And he fouls this one off. A 1-1. Swing and a little blooper to center. And that's in there. Base hit.
Well, that's a nice base hit right there. Way to break up the rhythm. That was almost 8 in a row. This guy was starting to get his bearings about him on the mound. Had to break it up.
To the plate now, Brett Netzer, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Here it comes, 1-0.
Nope, that's the ball.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches that a lot of guys normally swing at, but he took both of them and finds himself in a productive count leverage. 2-0.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And he watches this one in there for a high strike. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Swing and a miss at a ball tailing out of the zone, 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. Swung on but fouled off to the left. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Into the box now, Grant Levine. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Ball one to start the at-bat. The 1-0 home. This is on the ground over to first. A dive, and he knocks it down. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning. Jonathan Lucroy is going to come in now and take over following the injury.
Number 12, Jonathan Lucroy. Now batting.
At the plate now, Willie Abreu pulled toward right center field. Wilson is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Brett Boswell.
Now at the plate, Brett Boswell. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Tendler is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, designated hitter, Alberto Arias.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Alberto Arias. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Strike taken up in the zone.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
And he chased it in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, and we are tied 0-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that brings in Jonathan Lucroy.
The first baseman, Jonathan Lucroy.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. It'll be a leadoff single.
Boy, not the prettiest of swings, D-Roll. That looked a little bit from the Vladimir Guerrero book, but nonetheless, he got the job done.
Yeah, a little choking poke right there. He flipped the bat out there and was able to find a little empty green grass. Not pretty, but he'll take it.
Stepping in now, Brooke Diaz, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Yeah, they've been stymied so far in this one, but they've strung together a couple hits and are poised to finally break through. A base hit to the outfield, and we've got the makings of something special working here.
So Now to the plate, Luke Tendler. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball. Runners at second and third here. Nobody out. Again, another foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes now.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the back door a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
Fouled off. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Good take right there. He's given him a great battle with guys in scoring position. We'll see who's going to win this duel.
Line hard toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And the second run will score as that makes it a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, even though we're in the middle of this one here, Dero, that's a big base hit and 2 RBIs to boot.
Yeah, you never know when it's going to come, Dan, but when you see runners in scoring position, you're up to plate, your eyes light up, and you have to come through for the team. Great at bat right there.
Into the box, Marcus Wilson. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
Check out the lead here. That's about as standard as it gets, and it didn't do him a lot of help on that steal attempt either. Could have been a different story if he took another couple feet off the bag.
Still only 1 out in the inning. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. When that one left the bat, I wasn't sure where it was going to come down. Thought it might have a chance.
Yeah, same here, man. It kind of got lost high in the sky before it one-hopped the fence for an extra base hit. During the daytime, that thing probably would have carried out of here, but you can't complain too much about a double.
Into the box now, Austin Wright, as he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Slider laid off for a ball. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Conrad is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. And this throw gets away from him.
The right fielder, number 32, Tate Matheny.
In now, Tate Matheny. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here comes the first pitch. And that's down into left center for a base hit. And this will rattle off the base of the monster. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
To the plate now, DJ Bird, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. A pause, and the 0-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Working for the punch out and the offering. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Another 0-2 coming. Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
As a former pitcher, I can tell you sometimes you're just going to have games that get away from you. He's been struggling all outing long, and that wild pitch puts a little salt into the wound. He just hasn't had it in this one.
And this one gets away. And he will score from third. A daring move as he scores on what ought to be called a wild pitch.
Man, this guy's going to get a nickname with the word wild in it if he keeps this up. That's his second wild pitch of the game, and this one cost him a run. Not sure if he got a cleat stuck out there or what, but this one wasn't anywhere near the zone.
4 runs here in this half inning. Hit the other way out toward right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So it's 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. On to the top of inning number 5 we go, and the Sea Dogs lead this one 4-0.
Leading off, the left fielder, Justin Conrad.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Aye.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Not a real good pitch there, 0-2. Probably not what he was trying to do with that fastball. He was trying to miss probably up and away, and he threw that one down into the dirt on an 0-2 pitch. Very rarely are you going to get hitters to chase an 0-2 fastball that's down in the dirt.
Just tried to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2. Just hung in there on that one. Just missed with the 2-2 count, and it runs full now.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Digging in to try it again, Chris Rabago. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. From the stretch. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And this is heading out toward left field, but this is going to get fouled up into the crowd. Nobody out, runner on first. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2. Changeup called strike 3 as he rolls his eyes at the call. 1 away.
I think we're starting to see the frustration mount from this offense. It's been a pretty dominant performance on the mound, and these hitters have had no answer for anything he's throwing up there. That will wear on you if it lasts throughout most of the game like it has here.
At the plate, Alan Trejo.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's a look over to first. A dive, but he's back. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. The second for 1. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Sea Dogs lead it 4-0. At the plate, Zue Lin. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
Good slider there. Gets a swing and miss. Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield. He's got it. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Now batting, the second baseman, Brett Netzer.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brett Netzer. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sent on the ground out to second. Reined in. And that's the second out.
The first baseman, number 12, Jonathan Lucroy.
Striding in, Jonathan Lucroy. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Got to find a way to grind.
And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Left side. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So digging in now, Ryan Court. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
First pitch coming. Here it is. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Racing back the left fielder. Gone. Over the monster for a home run. solo shot here to left. His first homer so far in the series. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets them going.
At the plate now, Miguel Rosales. He'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Ball 1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. And we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Now the 2-1 is in there for the second strike. Hit softly down the line at first, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Scooped up. And they won't have a play as he reaches at first. Let's see how this is scored.
Yeah, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Stepping in now, Grant Levine. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way to do it.
Into the box, Willie Abreu. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He's ready. Here's the 1-0.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
2-0 count. The pitch is looked at for the first strike.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
The 2-1 home.
Ball 3.
3-1 count, tying run on the on-deck circle. You have to be very careful right here to make a quality pitch on 3-1.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that runner in first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
The 3-2 pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
Now out of the dugout comes the manager as he'll make his way towards the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Andrew Schwab takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Brett Boswell will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. From the stretch.
Ball, second time.
Schwab, originally from the state of Missouri. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and a 2-seam fastball. First and second now, 1 man out. That's wide, 2-0.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
2-0 pitch on the way. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Now the 2-1 pitch is looked at for ball 3.
Not a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Striding forward now is the DH, Alberto Arias. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
Slow roller down the third baseline. And he's out on the tag. But a run is in to score away from the play.
Now batting, left fielder, Justin Conrad.
Stepping in, Justin Conrad, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball, right down.
Here's the 1-0. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Matheny is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. And the Sea Dogs lead this one 4-2. Ashton Goudeau enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 68, Ashton Goudeau.
Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the DH, Brooke Diaz.
The designated hitter, Brooke Diaz.
First delivery to him on the way. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2. And he misses there. 1-2. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. The 1-2.
Not your normal put-away pitch. A 2-strike fastball down in the zone, but he was able to get wood on it and foul it away.
They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
This guy uses that 2-seamer to set up his other pitches. 2-seamer in, breaking ball away.
The 2-2.
Full count, 3-2.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th. Into the box now, Luke Kendler. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Has a look, now the pitch. And this is low, ball 1. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Called a strike on the inside part of the plate, 2-1.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
Now the 2-1 pitch. High in the air into shallow left center. Conrad comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1.
Now batting, the center fielder, Marcus Wilson.
Digging in, Marcus Wilson. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Throw over to the bag. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball called for strike 2.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Runners on first with 1 down. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Popped up. And that'll get down for a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
In now, Austin Wright. As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Oh, 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but on hit right now, I'm still sitting on that heater.
The 1-2. Pitch is mishandled behind the plate, and it bounces away. So the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second. Here now the 2-2. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Runners are at second and third with one down. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Standing in now, Tate Matheny. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Two and 0. Pretty good cut there, but it's to 2-1 now.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup, so if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
The set and the 2-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Here comes the right fielder. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed. Richie Estrada is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 53, Richie Estrada.
Leading off the inning, Chris Rabago, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. And he's way off balance with the swing there. Fouled away.
Nope.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Another 2-2 offering. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. Finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off.
So now to the plate, Alan Trejo, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. 7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. And another foul ball. The next 0-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
At the plate, Ryan Court. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball one. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. 3-0 now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And no doubt about this one, it's in there. 3-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Down the third baseline. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Sea Dogs lead it 4-2. So striding forward now, DJ Burt. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
DJ Burt.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a ground ball to third. Hit in the air down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder giving chase, but he won't get to it, and this should put him in scoring position to start the inning. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
And this is what good major league hitters do with a pitch on the outer half. They don't try to do too much with it. Just square it up the best you can and drive it to the opposite gap. By the time the outfielders react and get to it, he's well on his way to third.
Into the box now, Zue Lin, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 1-0 is a curveball in the dirt. A runner in scoring position with none out. In there, 2-1.
I got 2-1 to count.
In there, 2-2.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle, center cut. Tough pitch to take.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And the throw is there to record the first out.
The batter, number 3, second baseman, Brett.
Settling in now, Brett Netzer. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First offering on its way. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. A man at third with one away. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
This is a situation where you're going strictly for the strikeout. Infield in, and from the offensive standpoint, you're just trying to create hard contact and get it by that infield.
Fastball just inside. Lifted the other way to left center. Left fielder is on the move. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Great work to do a job right there. He's not a big power bat, so he was looking to get a fly ball to the outfield and give his guy at third a chance.
Ready for another shot now. Jonathan Lucroy. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
The 0-1 on its way. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Foul. Here's another 0-2.
The count is 1-2.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
Now a curveball in there. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. So 1 run here on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 8th inning coming up, and the Sea Dogs lead this one 5-2. Dominic DeWitt has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 25, Dominic DeWitt.
Into the box, Miguel Rosales is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat.
Miguel Rosales.
He's set. Here it comes.
Ball 1.
DeWitt, 28 years old. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a slurve, a changeup, and a curveball. The 1-0 delivery.
We got a ball, 1 strike.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Tendler arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Grant Levine.
At the plate, Grant Levine is working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball, that's inside.
Got to find a way to scratch at least 1 across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
Here comes the 1-0.
1-1.
Hit down the line at first, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. Hard ground ball to third. And there are 2 away now. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Willie Abreu. It was a walk in his last trip. From the stretch.
0-1.
2 out, nobody on. Now a swing and a ball foul tipped at the plate, and oh boy, that got the home plate umpire right in the arm too. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Brooke Diaz. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Diaz.
First pitch of the at-bat.
That's a ball.
Ball 1. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Going back is the left fielder, and it's gone into the monster seats. So a solo shot here to left center field. His first homer here in the series as they open it up to 6-2 now.
Well, he turns on this thing and drives it out, extending the lead here to 4 in the bottom of the 8th. I wouldn't be surprised if that keeps the closer in the bullpen for now. No need to bring him in a non-save situation. Let him relax unless something happens at the top of the 9th that warrants getting him up.
Tyler Kinley is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out. Stepping in now, Luke Tendler. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone. Here's the 2-0. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. The 2-1. This is pulled into right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Digging in once again, Marcus Wilson. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. 0-1.
Whoa, that's down.
Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Into the box, Austin Wright, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2. Kinley features an absolute power slider, and he uses it a lot. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement on that pitch.
Yeah, Matt, and this is one of the reasons why this guy is so hard to square up and get the barrel of bat on. He throws hard, and this slider that he throws, it takes a sharp break down, and it's really hard to get the barrel on it. You'll see lots of swings and misses, and he can throw this pitch 3-4 times in a row and still make hitters look bad.
Here it comes, 0-2.
That's a ball.
Good pitch, and I think he locked him up, but he wasn't rewarded for it this time.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ball 2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
The 2-2 pitch. Sinker, 3-2 now.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Now the payoff pitch home. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. 9th inning straight ahead. It's now 6-2. Kyle Hart comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 81, Kyle.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and set to go is the second baseman, Brett Boswell.
Leading off, the second baseman, Brett Boswell.
First pitch on its way. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. The 1-0. Misses above the zone for a ball.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
All over the place to start the 9th. It's 3-0 now. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
Yeah, that strategy is great when it works, but when it doesn't, it's ugly. And he was here to face one guy, and he couldn't get it done.
Now at the plate, Alberto Arias. He's set, and the pitch. Grounded to third. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
All you can ask as an offense is to try and get that tying run in the batter's box. And they've started out nicely right here. They've gotten 2 runners on. They're down 4. A grand slam is still in play. Let's see if they continue this nice offensive approach.
Coming to the plate now, Justin Conrad. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Here comes the first pitch.
0-1's the count.
0-1, here's the pitch.
Nope.
This one skied out toward right. Matheny is there, and he has it for the out. And he's safe.
We'll see if moving up to third pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
Arnold Aristi answers the call from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one. Chris Rabago will be the first to greet him here, as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only 1 out. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. A 1 pitch on its way. 1-1. Swing and a liner. Foul. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
To the plate now, Alan Trejo, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 0-1 pitch. And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. He makes the catch, and they have taken their first step as they claim game 1 here at home. This ball game is over.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
multi-hit game, and one of them was a dinger. That's a solid day's work for any hitter, and it had an impact on the outcome of this game. What else can you say?
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. The Portland Sea Dogs jump out to a 1-0 series lead. Tanner Houck is the winning pitcher of record. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and the entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Final line score. First for the victorious Sea Dogs. 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Yard Goats, 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 6 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.